On 22nd February, we fly from Koh Samui to Bangkok, then on to Siem Reap in Cambodia, where we'll stay for 3 nights. Pictures of Angkor Wat, towering over the steamy Cambodian jungle, are what drew us here. But once you arrive, you discover that Angkor Wat means temple, is only one part of the story. Angkor sprawls over 70 square miles. From 800 AD to the 15th century, it was the centre of the Khmer Empire. The houses and palaces built of wood are long gone, but stone-built temples remain. We start the tour of Angkor with Prayer Khan, built as a Buddhist monastery. It was just us and our guide, Alan, 25, very bright, with a university degree, but being a guide pays better than being an economist. She's one of 10 children, father a farmer. She's managed to break away from the restrictions and poverty of the countryside, and houses and feeds a younger brother about to leave university and a sister still at school. Alan's mother demands that she returns home to marry, settle down and produce lots of children. It seems unlikely to happen. Next, it's Angkor Thom. The name means Great City, built in the 12th century in the reign of King Jayavarman VII. The city walls, within a moat, enclose an area of 9 square kilometres. In the centre were its palaces and temples. This statue gives the Terrace of the Leper King its modern name, but it's all a complicated mistake. There is a legend of a king who had leprosy, but it's not him. This, at least the original, this is a copy, is of the Hindu god of death, Jama. For a young Cambodian girl, pale skin is the ideal. Our guide Alan, on the left, always had long sleeves, trousers, a scarf, a hat when in the sun, and used to wear gloves until laughed out of them. At Victory Gate, like at many of the temple gates, the causeway is lined with sculptures of the churning of the ocean of milk, conveniently explained by a vivid depiction of this story at Bangkok Airport, impossible not to see when we change planes there. The churning of the ocean of milk is a Hindu story which keeps cropping up at Angkor. The holy mountain Mandara is used as a churning paddle. It's operated by a rope twined around it, pulled this way and that by teams of demons and gods. The serpent god Vasuki volunteers for the job of rope. His head end, usually he has 7 or 9 heads, is pulled by the demons, the tail end by the gods. The supreme god Vishnu stands on top of the mountain to supervise. Vishnu's avatar, a turtle, supports the mountain from below to stop it sinking in the ocean. The gods and demons pull to and fro for 1,000 years to distill 13 elixirs, one of which is the elixir of immortal life. Demons have scowls and pop eyes. Gods, on the other hand, have almond-shaped eyes. I can see that there are a few loose ends, like why is the ocean made of milk, but I think I'll leave it at that. Next, Angkor Wat, the largest, most intact and most photographed of the Angkor temples. It was built as a Hindu temple, became a mausoleum for King Suryavarman II, who had built it, and was later converted to a Buddhist monastery. Last stop on the first day, Ta Prohm. Unlike other temples, this one has deliberately been left much as it was when Angkor was rediscovered in the mid-19th century, lost in the jungle with gigantic fig, banyan and kapok trees spreading their roots over walls and buildings. The elegant but soporific traditional Khmer dancing sent us to sleep. We awoke refreshed for today's sightseeing in the country around Siem Reap. First, a silk farm. They're very skilled at making copies of original Khmer sculptures. Might be useful to know before bidding for Khmer antiques on eBay, for instance. Late in the afternoon, we're off to see the floating village on Tonle Sap Lake. Tonle Sap is an extremely large shallow lake, by far the most important source of freshwater fish in Cambodia. Normal area about 1,000 square miles, but in the monsoon season it grows hugely, up to 6 times in size. This is a problem for the fishermen, solved here by having a floating village which can follow the water's edge. We are driven to Phnom Krom, half an hour from Siem Reap, where we got on a small boat, then down a canal to the lake and on to the floating village. This floating structure is a bar, a crocodile farm, a shop and more.